poco, son muy lindos y también conocer otra cultura me gustaría mucho.
Bueno, a mí que son muy detallistas y son altos, son lindos.
A mí sí, el físico, que son diferentes a los de acá.
Que como persona, ellos tienen como la forma de ser muy diferente a como somos nosotros, pero mientras él sea respetuoso y lleve todo a su debido tiempo, me llamaría mucho la atención.
Me atraería que me enseñe cosas nuevas de la cultura de la persona. Eso me gustaría.
¿Qué cualidad debe tener un extranjero para conquistar?
Tiene que ser muy activo. O sea, de cualquier país del mundo tiene que ser una persona muy activa y muy conversadora.
Que sea demasiado respetuoso y muy cariñoso.
Sí, que sea caballeroso y ante todo tolerante.
Que sea caballeroso, respetuoso, detallista, amable.
Sí, que sea caballeroso y respetuoso.
Físicamente que sea muy organizado, la sonrisa me parece que es algo fundamental y que pues no sé cómo decirlo.
¿Qué?
Que tenga, porque si yo soy una persona que estoy dispuesta a darle a él, también quiero recibir de él.
Si un extranjero te gusta, ¿cómo lo enamorarías?
Mostrándole el buen trato, el cómo, no sé.
Como somos acá en nuestra cultura, todo.
Eso, lo que podríamos lograr, lo que podríamos conocer, no sé.
Pues yo con mi carisma, mi alegría, yo soy una mujer muy amorosa, entonces lo conquistaría así, dándole mucho amor y obviamente respeto.
Bueno, a mí me gusta mucho mimarlos. Yo lo mimaría bastante y lo respetaría mucho también.
Yo no, con mucho amor. Pues es que yo soy más bien como simple, pero sí, con mucho amor.
Sí, siendo cariñosa, amorosa, respetándolo, demostrándole pues la cultura de acá.
Yo creería que yo a una extranjera lo enamoraría por mi forma de ser, siendo tierna, cariñosa, tratándolo bien, haciéndolo sentir muy especial.
Siendo muy amable, muy atenta y muy cariñosa.
No sé, saliendo con él, conversando, hablando, dándole algún detalle, de pronto una persona que lo tiene todo, algún detalle mínimo lo puede llenar, puede ser.
Siendo muy honesta, realmente digamos que siempre he creído que las cosas fluyen entre las personas, creo muchísimo en la energía, entonces no me gusta forzarlo. Es más como si la persona realmente me interesa, pues me gusta estar pendiente, ser comunicativa, pasar tiempo juntos, conocernos y que las cosas como que se vayan dando poco a poco.
Yo creo que nosotras las paisas tenemos algo muy puntual para llamar la atención de ellos, pero no sé, siento que me esforzaría muchísimo porque ellos piensan que por ser extranjeros tienen que darnos a nosotras, entonces me gustaría que él se sintiera como especial de que nosotras también podemos darles a ellos.
Cartagena Latin Tour, April 24th, 2025. Can you picture yourself in one of the most romantic cities in the world, meeting the woman of your dreams? Cartagena, Colombia, a city that blends colonial charm, vibrant culture, and breathtaking sunsets over the Caribbean Sea. And on April 24th, we're giving you the chance to experience it all during our exclusive Cartagena Latin Tour. Imagine walking through the cobblestone streets of this magical city, hand in hand with someone special. From colorful plazas to enchanting ocean views, every corner of Cartagena invites you to connect, laugh, and fall in love. This is more than a tour. It's your opportunity to create unforgettable memories and meet the most captivating women Colombia has to offer. Reserve your spot now. Visit us at cartagenadating.com. Call our Phoenix office, +1 602 553 8178. Email us at afacartagena@gmail.com. If you're in Colombia, contact our Cartagena office manager, ladies at +57 315 408 6376. Cartagena, April 24th, 2025. Love awaits you in this magical city. Medellin is known not only for its incredible culture and landscapes, but also for the warmth and beauty of its women. Here, you'll find genuine connections, laughter, and perhaps the beginning of a great love story. This tour is more than just a trip. It's an opportunity to explore a vibrant city, feel unique emotions, and meet people who will leave a lasting impression on your heart. Dare to take the leap, to seek that special connection, and to live moments you'll cherish forever. Medellin awaits you with open arms and the promise of true love. Reserve your spot today. Visit us at medellindating.com. Telephone receiver call us at +1 602 555 38178. Envelope email us at offmedellin.com. Round push bin in Colombia. Contact Manuela at +57 350 437 2537. Medellin, March 6th, 2025. The city of love and beauty is waiting for you.
Bueno, de un hombre extranjero me encantaría conocer su cultura, la cultura de ellos, porque ellos a nosotros.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday again, and welcome to the Latin show. My name is Maria. I'm your host for tonight, and yeah, welcome from Colombia. I hope everybody is doing really well. And yeah, you are probably watching this because you're interested in dating advice, meeting somebody abroad, meeting somebody in Latin America, maybe in Colombia. So this show is live. This is for you. You can ask your questions away. And yeah, I also want to give you a little introduction what we're going to do and what we're going to have in the show tonight. So first of all, you already saw some of our beautiful promotion videos for our single tours. So we have spaces available. I will talk about that and what are our single tours as usual. Some of you guys already know, obviously. I will talk about a moment about our Barranquilla tour, Medellin tour, which is last week, next week. So get into that in a second. We're going to show you a testimonial of one of our beautiful couples. Maybe some of you guys remember Michael and Francy. We had, I think, a testimonial from Michael not long ago from him alone, but he came back with Francy as he's in a relationship. And obviously, we always want to have the testimonials from the couples. So he came back to the office and was so nice to give us another testimonial. So hope you will enjoy that one. We're going to talk a little bit. We have also Carlos, who was really so nice. I don't know if you're watching this tonight, Carlos. He is right now on the Medellin tour, basically. The tour starts tomorrow, but he arrived a couple of days earlier, came into the office and said hi. So I want to show you a quick video from Carlos. And also we're going to have an interview prepared for Maria. Her ID is 209320. She's from Medellin. So if you guys want to go to Medellin at some point, you can meet Maria. She speaks good English as well. She's very professional. I'm going to talk about her a bit and you're going to see her interview. We're going to talk about what women like in men, what they appreciate, what they love, and what they don't appreciate. So some of you, as I said, dating tips, a little bit about what you can do to improve the game and to be more successful. And we are a lot of women here in this whole team, and believe me, we're going to have a little bit of expertise of what we like and what we don't like and what all our women in the database like from men, especially what Latin women like, right? It might be a little bit different. We talked about that before. You can ask questions away, but I always want to bring that a little bit out because you can always, yeah, it's always good to hear it one more time, and it's always going to be, you're going to be more successful just with a couple of tips. What is the Elite Club? I'm going to talk about the Elite Club, my favorite service, and I'm also going to talk about how we really find our women. Some of you guys are interested, like what do we know, how we meet the women, so what's going on, how's the registration process for them, how safe is it for you, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. As I said, like ask your questions away if you have them. It's a live show, so I'm happy to answer all your questions. So let's get started with Barranquilla, because last time I did the show, I was actually in the hotel of the Barranquilla hotel where we were staying, because it was our Carnival Valentine's tour. And yeah, it was a very special tour. I had a lot of fun. And we just finished the tour when the 7-day tour. The tours are 7, 10, or 14 days. We were about to finish the 7-day tour, but obviously the 10 and the 14 days were still going. And I was about to go to the Barranquilla, to the Shakira concert. So some of you guys were asking, like, how was that? And were excited and wanted to go and were asking about tickets last time. So first of all, the tour was really beautiful. We had a great tour. I talked a little bit about some issues, like what, as I said, it's a good way to behave on the tour. What is also good to like not do or what to do. Always good to listen to a little bit to the staff. And yeah, in general, we had a really good tour. We have good couples from the tour, very nice men, very nice women. So had great energy. As I said, we had carnival on the boat and the parades. We had then the Shakira concert, then there was La Guacherna, which is the night parade. And this weekend, just finishing yesterday, today's Wednesday, yesterday was the last day of Carnival. So basically Barranquilla was the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks in Carnival, actually since the beginning of January. But yeah, so really intensely in the last 2 weeks, and we were part of it. We were celebrating it. I didn't celebrate this Carnival weekend in Barranquilla, but ladies, our office manager, she was there, and obviously our Barranquilla team was having an amazing time, and yeah, celebrated a lot and a lot of dancing. I would love to get you some more images from the Carnival as well, so maybe we have to work on that a little bit so that I can give you a better impression. But if you Google Carnival in Barranquilla, I'm sure you're going to find a lot of images. Shakira stayed, so Shakira concert was beautiful, amazing. She's just a great artist. I have never seen her live, so she was, wow, multi-talented in all ways, like the way she dances, she moves, she sings. I loved her voice as well. And she does so many different styles, like it goes really from rock to salsa to mapalé, which is a typical Barranquillan dance, champeta, which kind is from African influence. You have all kinds pop, then you have hip hop, you have like all kinds of styles mixed together, and it was just and she did like all the old songs, and she did a lot of the songs in Spanish that really everybody here in Latin America wanted to hear. It was like everybody singing and like get like the goosebumps, you know, like it was a really good crowd. It was a whole big soccer stadium. It was a lot of people, I think around 50,000 people, and yeah, it was a really great experience. So I was not that close, unfortunately, it was quite far away, but I recommend definitely if you can go on a Shakira concert, and if you can go with somebody who's a big fan and can sing the songs, it's a really cool experience. And it was just good vibe, you know, like really, really nice. And yeah, like really, some of our clients also went, they got tickets last minute on the day and went with the dates, and they were also really excited. They were like down closer to the stage and said it was a great show. It was amazing production. They loved it. So yeah, guys, if you have the chance, go and see Shakira. And then Shakira actually stayed. She went like hidden undercover, let's say, in the parade of the carnival of the La Guacherna. So she actually went with her sons, and they walked inside of the parade, but nobody could didn't see them because they had obviously costumes on them. And that was really cool. And I think it was really cool for everybody in Barranquilla, for Colombia, and especially for her in Barranquilla to like celebrate that hometown vibe, that like coming home. I think that was very important for everybody. So yeah, that was Shakira, and I loved. She has a foundation, several foundations. She has several schools. She brought all the kids from the school there. They were right next to us, and so they were really excited to see her because she invited everybody, and it was a beautiful experience. So recommended. So just ahead, like has nothing to do with dating right now, but you guys were asking. So yeah, great time in Barranquilla. And as I said, great couples as well. Hopefully get a couple of testimonials so that we can show you. As I always say, guys, we can only show you not so much because not everybody wants to be in a video, and that is obviously respected. We always appreciate if you guys give us a testimonial, if our women give us a testimonial, if our couples give us a testimonial. Obviously that is really helpful because there are so many of you watching this and really always asking, like, is this real? Can that work? Can I also be part of this? Can that work for me? Can I be successful? And yes, you can. Yes, you can. And how can you be successful? Yeah, the most important thing is that you travel. That is really, you don't have to travel right away. You don't have to jump on a plane and fly to Colombia next week, but you have to start planning on a trip, because if you're not going to come here, you're not going to experience the culture, the people, the women, the dating, like how's it, because you can do letters and video calls and all of that, and that's amazing. And I think technology is amazing for that, but there is nothing what really comes around the human contact. And if you're there and you meet her and you can just hug, and be there, you will feel a lot of different things. And that's what we need to make a relationship happen, to make marriage happen. And yeah, you both have to meet and spend time together, obviously. So planning a trip is one of the first things that should come at some point in your mind. It's not complicated. We help you. We have all the hotels recommendation, all the drivers, all the restaurants, all the activities. Like, you don't really have to take care of anything. Just book your flight, and even that we can help you with if that's necessary. So, but you usually book your flight on your own. So you come to one of the cities where you would like to meet somebody. In Colombia, for example, could be Cartagena, can be Santa Marta, can be Barranquilla, can be Medellin, can be Bogota, can be Cali, Bucaramanga. We have profiles in different cities. Offices we have in 3 of those cities, which is Barranquilla, Cartagena, Medellin. But there's also Peru, there's Costa Rica, there are different other parts of the Latin American continent, and also all over the world. So if you say, yeah, Latin America not, but I want to go to Asia, you can definitely do that too. We have a Monday webcast as well. You can watch where we're going to talk, where we usually talk about the other destinations as well. Here, this is more the Latin channel. We talk a little bit more about Latin America, but you can ask your questions away, and happy to ask or answer all the questions, okay? So yeah, so Medellin, we have Barranquilla, we had just had Barranquilla, as I said, and we're going to have Medellin now tomorrow. I actually go there tomorrow, just came back, and now going tomorrow again, I don't know again, but to the next one, and excited to go, excited to meet you guys, excited to go see the social, make the couples, make the matches, that's what we love. There will be great activities. We're going to have a city tour organized on Saturday. We have on Sunday Guatapé, the Rock, the lakes, the boat trip, where we're going to walk through the town as well, and lunch, and you have a date with you, and you're going to stroll around this beautiful landscape, and it's just a very beautiful way to explore everything, the culture, the landscape, the surroundings, the sightseeing. So really excited about that. We have actually an elite club this week as well there. That's why I also go to Medellin to meet you. And also next week we have another one. I'm going to talk about the elite club as well. What is that service? Because that's where we get our matchmaking, where we do most of our matchmaking, so our most intense, personalized, and probably most successful service as well. And so, so that's it's going to talk about that in a minute. But if you are interested in like seriously meeting somebody, really marriage, starting a really serious relationship, getting engaged, maybe you have tried it several times and you haven't been able to really figure it out, like lots of the elite club clients are men who have been already using our services often and have been maybe on tours. Actually, the guy I'm meeting this week, he has been on one of our tours and several tours before. Others are new, have never been on a tour, but yeah, some of the guys who do the elite club have been using other services and say, yeah, I can meet a lot of people, but I do need a little bit of help. So, and help, why? Because we watch the women, we know them, we see what they say, we see how they behave. And it's a 3-month to 4-month long program, and there will be like at least 8 weeks of video calls. And so if she doesn't stick with the video calls, if she doesn't stick with the process, it often shows that she's not really serious. So we can vet out a lot of women every week. We're vetting out, you get news recommendations, suggestions from all the matchmakers, from us personally, and we vet out every week. And at the end of the 8 weeks, you're only going to meet really the woman you really have a connection with. You already had like several calls with you. They are already really excited to meet you. You're excited to meet them. And it's usually very successful because we have built up that relationship, and then you can really focus on the quality time. Like you don't have to meet and 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 meet because you already done that, So when you meet in person, you really do focus on the connection, and then usually you start a relationship. So it's an amazing service, guys. Like, I have to get you a video together where you can get like an overview and where I can show you some testimonials as well. Some of the video calls. It's just very difficult because obviously a lot of the clients are very private. So it's very difficult to show you the internal process. But maybe you remember Kevin, who came in the office with Hida. They actually get married this March. So congratulations, guys. Like, they have not yet married, but they're going to get married at the end of the month. So really excited for them. She is already there, the visa is through, so she's there and they're going to do it. So I'm really excited for the two. He's one of the examples of a successful elite club service, and there are lots of different success stories. So we have another one I just talked with. He wanted to be private. I could never show a video, but he got married to a woman from Medellin. They actually did an Indian reception and a American Colombian reception, which was really cool because he had an Indian background. And the family, everybody, she looked like very typical, really beautiful. They live together now for, I think, 1 year already. So yeah, there are lots of success stories. I said I cannot show you so service. You speak every week with me, like in this, I think my internet connection was a little bit unstable. I was saying you also have weekly Zoom calls with me. So every week you and me, we go on a 30-minute, 1 hour, usually 30-minute 45, can be 1 hour call, depends how the week goes, plan everything out, find the strategy for this week, for next week, what was good, what was not good, which was a great match, which not. And so it's a very on hand, very accompanied process with me, and also all the stuff. And the video call, the translator of the video call, she's also very important in the process and helps you like really to understand obviously the communication, but also everything else, right? So it's as I said, really cool service. If you are interested to do so, reach out, and I'm happy to help you with that. It's basically 2 times a tour. So if you have been saying, yeah, I can do a tour, but I can also do the elite club, I would do the elite club. Why? Because it's just more like we have more results, like, and not with the tours. The tours, we have amazing results as well, because we have a lot of tours, a lot of gentlemen coming, but sometimes in the tours, and we have great couples on the tours. I'm going to show you also a beautiful testimonial today from the tour. So I don't want you to say, don't go on a tour. Definitely go on a tour as well, right? Do everything. No, I'm just kidding. But the tours, what happens with the tours, sometimes you guys are overwhelmed and it's not enough time because you only come for a week or for 10 days and you haven't done anything prior. So you figure it all out in the week. So you might have a second date, a third date, but you're also meeting still different women and you really might understand the culture first, and maybe there you were focusing on one, but that it was not the right one, and so you get a little bit lost. Obviously you get help, but we have like 15 guys at the same time we're helping. While with the elite club we help you for 3 months and it's only you, right? The whole attention is on you. So it's a different kind of attention. But the tours can be amazing. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to meet a lot of people, be it the woman, be it the man, because with the man, usually you make a lot of friends too. But yeah, it's also not that easy, because even the socials, you meet a lot of people, but you're also like, sometimes it's a lot, you know? So obviously you have your wing woman at your side. She helps you. You make the circuits at the table, you know, like this is my favorite after, obviously, when you get up from the table. And obviously you will find a lot of matches. But sometimes when you go home, you know, as I said, connection was not deep enough, the language barriers there. While with the elite club, you obviously have all the translation included, which helps a lot. So guys, yeah, if you have questions about that, please reach out. Happy to answer them. You can write an email to info@colombia@gmail.com. You can call the Phoenix office in 602-553-8178. You can do the extension 2018, I think is mine. And then you can also get to me and leave a voice message if I don't reply to the phone, because I might be busy attending the tour clients this week. So in case you call or you reach out directly to the Phoenix office without the extension, or you write an email. So let me see if you have questions, and then I would like to show you Carlos for a second. Carlos has just been arriving in Medellin. Or let's show Carlos first, and then I get into the questions. Carlos just arrived in Medellin. He's one of the tour clients this week, actually. Gave a quick testimonial, and he came on Saturday, so he's just going to start as everybody tomorrow. But he just arrived, and gave, as I said, gave his impression. So we're going to see Carlos for a second, and thank you so much, Carlos, for doing that. I'm looking forward to meet you tomorrow and show you Carlos, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the rest of the tours and also the questions, and then we show you the testimonial of Francy and Michael as well.
Hi, my name's Carlos. I recently just retired and I was living in Miami, Florida, and I've moved down to Medellin, and that's one of the reasons why I joined the AFA group. It was to go ahead and have the potential to go ahead and meet some new friends and potential woman of my dreams. In terms of expectations, I always go into everything having low expectations, so if something good happens, it's all a blessing. Well, I was looking online at different places to go ahead and retire. I ran across the page for Colombia, and then shortly thereafter, I found the page of, loveme.com, Medellin Woman, and then I just kept on doing some research, and then here we are. Okay, why Medellin, Colombia? It's because of the natural beauty of Colombia. I've always been an ocean guy, and now Colombia gives me an opportunity to experience the mountains and the lovely people that are here.
So welcome back. That was a quick video, but yeah, I wanted to give you a quick impression. And also, if you guys want to go on a tour, right? So I'm saying, okay, Medellin is tomorrow, so that's a little bit too quickly, right? But I would love to go on a tour. I would love to meet women. I would love to go on the socials. I would love to do these activities and just have that all-around package as well with the tour, because in the tour we include you the hotel, the airport pickup, the city tour, 2 socials, unlimited introductions, help for the week. You pay extra for extra activities. You pay extra for the food on the dates, not for an introduction. You don't have to pay anything extra. As I said, unlimited introduction. You can meet as many women as you want. You're going to meet around 80 women on a social night. It's 2 nights, so usually 160 women in 2 nights, maybe sometimes a little bit more. And as I said, you're going to have a lot of fun. There will be a lot of things happening in that week, and you're going to learn a lot. That's definitely the tour is an amazing learning experience about yourself and the culture and the dating. So, and as I said, as everything is taken care of, it's for a lot of the guys who said, yeah, I want to feel safe. You guys take care of me, reserve the hotel for me. And so, yeah, we do that. So that's like the all-around package. So definitely recommend you, if you want to go on a tour, do it. We have a lot of tours coming up this year. So don't worry if you didn't do Barranquilla, if you didn't do Medellin, there will be another Barranquilla, there will be another Medellin. And our next one is Cartagena. Cartagena. Very excited for that one. Cartagena is at the end of April. I think the 27th, if I'm not wrong. No, that's March. So sorry. 24th of April. 7, 10 or 14 days. Cartagena is amazing. I don't know if you guys have heard about Cartagena, but Cartagena is a beautiful colonial city with a colonial old town. It has a beautiful new part of the city as well. Like, it's mixed, obviously, but it has a beautiful historical center. One of the oldest of the continent. Santa Marta is just a couple of years older, but these both cities are the oldest of the continent. They both have beautiful old towns. And Cartagena has an amazing old town, has beautiful beaches, has beautiful islands. The islands are amazing on the beach. The beaches on the islands are amazing. You can you can go on a private boat, you can charter boat charter, or you can also, like, there are companies where you can pay for the day trip. So you go there, stay at the beach club for a day, get lunch there, and then you go back to the city. It's like a 1-hour boat drive. Beautiful. You can go snorkeling, you can go scuba diving. And you can just relax and have that beautiful, as I said, like, historical colonial atmosphere. Great restaurants, great vibe in the city. There's always something going on. You will always see people dancing. You will always see live music. Like, Cartagena is not boring at all. It's warm, hot. So if you like beaches, hot weather, It's very warm all through the year. Right now it's windy season, so it's really nice. January, February, March, April is windy season. So we get a breeze, and that's really cool. It's not rainy season, which is also very nice, and then it doesn't rain, right? So, I mean, even if it rains, it's always very warm, very beautiful. Cartagena's people are very nice people. The women are great women, very traditional, family-oriented. Obviously, there's a lot of tourism, so you also have people who have like already broadened a little bit their mind and have talked to foreigners and talk some English, but you also have that part where people have not really been in touch with that, and they are very traditional, very family oriented. Yeah, very, very like to the family and to the partner, right? It says that it's traditional, and it's very like outgoing. Like it's also very like, you know, like active culture, outgoing culture, like there's always something going on. So you will love Cartagena, and as a tourist destination, it's just beautiful. Like you shouldn't miss out. If you go to Colombia, you shouldn't miss out on Cartagena, because it's just one of the best tourist spots and one of the oldest tourist spots. Like when everything was not safe, Cartagena was safe. So it was always like, there was always tourism. There's a lot of cruise ships, people from all over the world. There are a lot of weddings. It's very romantic. Like you have this cobblestone yellow light at night, you know, and it's really the old houses and the flowers, and it's just very beautiful. So if you want to get to know Cartagena, the woman, the people, everything, definitely recommend you Cartagena tour end of April. We're going to usually do a day trip to the islands on Sunday. We're going to do a penthouse party. The company has several condos, and they have one with a beautiful, huge penthouse with a terrace. And we have been doing events there and our parties there. So that's always really cool. And watch the sunset. Like it's just a beautiful atmosphere. So if you haven't gone to Cartagena, go to Cartagena, sign up for the tour. As I said, included is the hotel, usually 4-star hotel, airport pickup, and in unlimited introductions, the socials, and yeah, we do, as I said, much more activities too. So I would love if you have questions about the tour and answer those. Meanwhile, I will show you a testimonial from one of our couples that met actually on a tour. So you're going to see Michael and Francy. They met on the Medellin tour. I was just talking about Cartagena, but that what happened to Michael can happen on any tour. The tour dates, sorry, I wanted to give you 1 second, the tour dates. So because you're going to ask when are going to be the next tours. Let me put up that for a second. So we have Medellin tomorrow. We have Costa Rica soon in 2 weeks. And then we have Cartagena at the end of April, as I already said. And then we have Medellin in June. So if you cannot make it to this Medellin tour, you can go in June 12th, which is great because it's holiday season, vacation time. And also Medellin is beautiful weather. I mean, Medellin has always beautiful weather, but June is a good time. June 12th to June 18th or 21st or 25th. It depends on the amount of days you want to go, but it starts on June 12th. So we have Medellin in June, Cartagena in April, then we have Peru and Costa Rica as well in June and July, and we have Barranquilla in July. So all the ones who couldn't go in the February tour, Barranquilla, 10th of July is the date for you in Barranquilla, 10th of July. So I hope you can make it on that one. Then we have Cartagena in August, Medellin in September, and then we have one more time Barranquilla in October, and then we have Cartagena in November. So a lot of tours, and there is basically every month we have a tour. Not every month in Colombia, but in Latin America, there's basically every month except for December and January and February. So yeah, 9 months of the year we have tours. So you guys, you can go, as I said, on any tour, you just have to put down a deposit of 475 to reserve your spot. And then you can decide to which city you want to go. You don't have to know that right away. But if you already know I want to go to Medellin in June, then put the 475 and then your spot is reserved and the tour will sell out. You have your spot. Obviously, you have to make a full payment at some point. But with the 475 deposit, you secure the spot, which is sometimes very important because the tour do sell out. Our Barranquilla tour was sold out. So yeah, there was a lot of people and we had a lot of women. It was really cool. So guys, let's see. We have that testimonial for you prepared, which is Michael and Francy. And then we talk a little bit about what women love, what they don't love, and also we're going to talk about how we will find our women and how is the process for them to sign up. So stay tuned. We're going to be back with Michael. We do Michael and Francy, and then we're going to be back soon, and then I answer your questions, of course, as well.
Hi, my name is Maria Jose. I'm a matchmaker from Medellin, and today I'm with this wonderful couple that meet with the help of AFAA. Their names are
Michael.
Francy. And Michael is gonna tell us how they met.
Back in the summertime, I joined AFA, and once I set up my search parameters, I had the pleasure of coming across Francy's profile. And it immediately got my attention. I thought it was very well written. It explained that she was like to lead a healthy and active life, that she was looking for love, that she was a sincere woman, and she has an 11-year-old daughter, and all of those things were appealing to me. So I wrote her a letter, and I explained that I was planning to attend the social in August, September of last year. And I explained that I'm looking to retire to Colombia and meet the love of my life. And I was hoping that I could meet her or that she would attend the social. And she wrote me back right away, and she was excited to hear from me. And we only chatted a few more times through the letters in advance of the social, but then we met in person on the second social.
And what has been the most difficult part in the cultural differences with you two?
I think one was having to say goodbye after a few days. I returned 2 more times, once each month for 5 or 10 days. Communication is probably the most difficult, so I speak very little Spanish. Francy didn't speak any English, but we would FaceTime every day and use the translator. It was our way of visiting with each other in between. So that's the way we would communicate. She is committed to learn English, and I have committed to learning Spanish, so both of us take the lessons. So I think that was the biggest challenge, the distance and the inability to have a fluid conversation.
Of course, it's difficult. And what advice would you give to the rest of the people that is watching us that want to join a foreign affair?
I think that if anyone has spent any time on the website, has read the testimonials, has watched any of the YouTube videos or the videos on the website, and then viewed the profiles, if you're not giving yourself a chance, if you have the time and the resources to come to Medellin and attend the socials and maybe meet some of the women that you interacted with through the letters, I guarantee that you will meet someone. If nothing else, you will have made some friends. Yes. And nobody can have too many friends. So I believe what AFA has to offer is a great value, very genuine, and they do a great job presenting and making sure that the clients get the most out of their experience.
Okay, thank you so much for your response. Okay, ahora con Francy, cuéntanos por qué decidiste unirte a la agencia en un principio, ¿qué te motivó?
Pues la verdad a mí me trajo aquí mi hermanita, ¿cierto? Ella me había contado experiencias, pues la verdad me llamó la atención, quería experimentar y saber si era real.
Y cuéntanos, cuando te empezaste a comunicar con él por medio de cartas, ¿cómo fue la experiencia? ¿Cómo era eso de conocer a alguien que está lejos por medio de internet?
Pues para mí no era como tan impactante escribirle porque yo no lo conocía. Pues yo le respondía porque obvio tenía que responder, ¿cierto? Pues sí, con la esperanza de que en algún momento nos íbamos a encontrar. Y así se logró.
¿Cómo fue ese primer encuentro o la primera vez que se vieron? ¿Qué sentiste? ¿Cómo fue?
Pues cuando lo conocí fue en una cena de acá de AFA. Pues yo lo vi, pues, o sea, yo sí sentía como, wow, como una energía muy linda, muy bonita. Pero yo ese día totalmente lo ignoré, pues. Pero él sí sentía algo muy bonito.
Y después él te invitó a salir por medio de la agencia.
Sí, claro. Después de la cena, la semana siguiente ya la chica acá me escribió, me dijo, Francy, Michael quiere invitarte a cenar. Yo, sí, hágale de una, vamos.
Claro.
Y así fue, sí, así fue. La primera cena fue muy, muy especial para mí.
Claro. Y cuéntanos qué ha sido lo más retador culturalmente hablando en su relación para ti.
Ay, pues hay muchas cosas, todo, porque en común teníamos muchas cosas diferentes. Yo ya me he adaptado mucho. O sea, creo que me adapto más fácil yo a las costumbres de él, sí, a los cambios, que pronto él a los míos, aunque yo sé que él también ha hecho esfuerzo y ha trabajado en esto.
Claro, porque él está viviendo acá.
Exactamente, exacto. Entonces, pues como que las cosas que yo digo así que, que tan difícil ha sido como el idioma, pues
Claro.
tratar de entendernos a veces,
Claro.
¿cierto? Porque uno no sabe cómo expresarse.
Pero todo muy 50-50. Los dos están trabajando para una relación, ¿cierto?
Sí, total, sí.
Y por último, cuéntanos qué es lo que más te gusta de tu pareja y de estar juntos en este momento, como qué es lo que te tiene enamorada.
Ay, no sé, es que él me transmite una energía muy linda, una confianza, y me parece que es muy caballeroso.
So now they tell us a little bit about their story, and now I'm gonna ask you guys, what is an advice that you would give other people that is going through this like cultural difference about how you solve your conflicts?
For me, this is a very easy question. It applies to life in general, and it doesn't matter what culture you're from. I believe that if there's a will, there's a way. If you really put your mind to something, if it's important to you, you can overcome mountains, right? Many mountains here in Medellin. So you can overcome the mountains, the language barrier, the cultural differences. And Francy and I have had them. Sometimes it's the fault of translator,
Yes.
right? Sometimes it can be me being an American and the way I communicate. I'm very type A direct. So I speak very directly. I don't beat around the bush. And sometimes that can be taken offensively. But what, to Francy's credit, the thing that has been the most helpful is she's always open and honest with me. She tells me everything, including her feelings. She never, Latino women in the USA, the Americans have an opinion of Latino women are kind of hot and spicy, like hot temper.
Yeah.
But I would say Francy is nothing like that at all. And so when I have done something or said something that Francy didn't appreciate or she didn't understand, or she wanted me to know her feelings, she explained it to me. And yes, it might be a long paragraph in Spanish, but I just cut and pasted it into translator. And she just said, Michael, I'm a very humble and sensitive woman, and I need you to be patient with me. And these are the things that I prefer, and these are the things I don't prefer. And then I'm open to learn more about you and your culture, but you just have to be patient with me.
No, that's great. Thank you both for being here. This was a wonderful interview. I don't know if you guys have anything more to say, any comment, any suggestion?
I'm very appreciative of everything that AFA has done for me. I keep in touch with the office. The people that work here are great. And if there's ever any viewer that wants to speak to somebody that has been to 2 events with AFA, this office knows how to get in touch with me. I'd be more than happy to answer questions for anyone that is really interested and close to making that decision but needs that little extra bit
push.
Right, and I think there's something to be said from having the opportunity to ask questions from somebody that's already done all of this.
Of course, the experience.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. ¿Tienes algo más para decir? Como un comentario. No. Muchas gracias. Thank you. And this is all.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed
Recording
that.
in progress.
I hope you enjoyed that testimonial of the two. So you could be Michael and you can meet Francy on a tour. So if you say, yes, I would like to do that, and any service, right, you just have to plan a trip at some point. So don't hesitate. Like, it's really, Colombia is a beautiful country, amazing people, amazing cities, great places to visit, beautiful national parks, beaches, desert, mountains, snow, Caribbean, like you have everything, Pacific, two oceans. Like, it's just very, very, there's a lot of variety in all kinds of ways, in nature, in ethics, in animals, and like there's a lot of landscapes. Like, it's a beautiful mix. It's a beautiful country which has a lot to offer. It's totally underrated still, and it's totally still a secret. It's not as much as a secret as it was, but it's still like kind of a secret tip to go to Colombia. In general, Latin America is a beautiful continent. Doesn't really matter where you go. All these countries are amazing. The people are very friendly. And some of you might worry about safety and issues. Like, really, if you do have common sense and listen to what we tell you, and we are in touch with you, we help you, you're not alone. It's like when you have a travel agency with you, like, you will be taken care of. We give you the tips even more, much more, because you can have people that accompany you. You can have translators who can help you to get around. So if you don't want to do it on your own, our office is, for example, Medellin, located right in the hotel, which is super safe. You don't even have to leave the hotel and meet somebody, which is amazing. So it's very convenient, it's very safe. We're going to be very protective of you and also of the women. So definitely an amazing experience, guys. So Colombia is, as I said, amazing country. I would have been so sad if I would have missed out on this country. My life would have not been the same, definitely not. And I'm very happy that I didn't leave my fear, that my fear lead me to not go. Like, I went through the fear because I was very scared to go there here like 15 years ago. Sorry, exaggerating, 13 years ago. 12 years ago, 2013, sorry, 12 years ago. And but it changed my life. And if I would have not done this, like, it would have been very different. So I'm so grateful for this country and for the people and for everything. So yeah, don't hesitate. This could be life-changing. I'm not exaggerating. It could be really life-changing. And some of you who've been here and who came on these tours said it was life-changing. And we had just a beautiful guy, Babuka, on the tour in Barranquilla, and I interviewed him on the socials, and we did like a little follow him with the camera thing. And he said, just my first evening, and I have done amazing things in my life, and I had amazing experiences in my life, but that was one of the best ones. And this is definitely one of the things I will never ever forget in my life. And he was so excited, such a good energy, and he had a really good time. So yeah, it's what you make out of it. And it's really, like, as I said, it's a very beautiful opportunity when you can come here and enjoy all that. So you have a couple of questions, guys. Let me see. Let's see what we can. Isabella, let me see. I think Isabella, the one you're referring to, Luke, I think she got engaged, and I think I just removed her. I don't know, maybe she has not been removed yet, but I just sent an email, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. It usually takes a couple of days, but let me pull up the ID. Yes, she's engaged with one of our clients. We matched her. And so, yeah, she's unfortunately, I just, as I said, sent an email to remove her. So in the next tomorrow, couple of days, you will be not seeing her anymore on the website. So yes, she was very successful. She met somebody quite quickly. So yeah, very excited for Isabella and for him. And so yeah, she's not single anymore, Luke. So she will be removed. Rodolfo, I'm worried of marrying a Colombian woman right now because what's going on in the US. people who are trying to seek asylum in the US right now, it's on pause. Rodolfo, but why you don't have to be worried about that, because she's not looking for asylum. How you say that? Asylum? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I think asylum in the US. She will not be looking for asylum or for help or for that. She will be, if you marry her and you do a fiance visa with her, you are sponsoring her. You are responsible for her. There's an American who's going to take care of her, and he's going to take care of her for a long time. So the government, it's not the same responsibility of the government, because if the people come right now, they might not have where to go, right? They don't have a home. They don't have a lot of whatever, right? So that's why the government helps, and that's why I think that whole thing stopped a little bit. But she will not be an illegal immigrant, and she will be going on a visa which you're going to sponsor and you're going to pay. So it's a different type of thing. Also, if she has a tourist visa and she wants to travel to the United States and wants to see you there, that's not a problem because she has a tourist visa. If she stays illegally with that tourist visa, okay, then there might be a different story at some point. But right now she's not looking for asylum, and she's not overstaying her visa. Like, people who have illegally a visa can still travel to the United States. Like, there's a lot of Colombian women who travel to the United States, a lot of Colombian people who travel to the United States and don't have any problem. What might be a little bit more difficult is to get the tourist visa, because there are people who overstay that, and that's what they maybe want to reduce. And as I said, like, if you sponsor her and if you do the fiance visa, or if you even do the spousal visa, you marry her in Colombia, so she's already your spouse. So that's different. Okay, so keep that in mind. But anyhow, if you want to talk to a lawyer, you can do that. But first of all, I would recommend you to come and to meet. I think you have been watching some of our shows, and thank you always so much for commenting. But it would be great if you travel and meet somebody, and you don't have to marry her right away. The idea is to also obviously get to know her and date and get to know the person before you get engaged or married to that person. But once you do that legal visa process, it's a different type of process. It's a different type of visa. So you don't have to worry right now. And the same is for other countries of Latin America. Yeah. So the fiance visa and the spousal visa is different. And as I said, even if she has a tourist visa already and she doesn't overstay it, she doesn't do anything illegal. I mean, she goes and visit the country. Okay. Breezy is asking, Maria, if I want to do Cartagena, Medellin, and Barranquilla, is there a discount for multiple tours? As Breezy, yes, there is a discount for a repetition. I think it's like $100 off or something in a Latin tour. But if you decide maybe to go all of them in, no, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months or something like that this year, definitely reach out and we might work something out. If you want to go to 3 tours, I can definitely talk to John and see what we can do for you. But like, usually there's a discount for the repetition. Yes, like for, let me see if it says here on our website, discounts and saving, early bird discount. So you can do the early bird. If you order 90 days in advance, you get for the Ukrainian tour $300 off and the Asian and Latin tour $100 off. So that's another good thing. So if you already know you want to go to Medellin on June 12th and you want to get the early bird discount, you should sign up now so that you get that and you get $100 off. Then you get the past tour client discount. That's what I was saying. So if you have it on a past tour and you go on a next tour, then you get a discount of $300 for the Ukraine and $100 for Asia or Latin America. So if you have been on a tour, you go on the next one, you get another $100 off. And so if you say like you want to go to 3 tours this year, then let's definitely talk, as I said. And there's also a friend referral discount. So if you want to refer a friend, you also get a discount on a tour. So another $300 of the Ukrainian or $100 of the Latin tour. So if you do all 3 things, you get like $900 off for a Ukrainian tour. We do have still tours to the Ukraine. We also have tours to Asia and we have them to Latin America. Asia, let me tell you for a second, Asian tours. Asian tours, we have Bangkok, March, April, Shanghai, China, only 4 spots left, so nearly sold out the China tour. Philippines in May and Shenzhen in China in June, Bangkok in May, Davao, Philippines in July. So yeah, there's a lot of tours. So go on the website and look at the Asian tours. There's also every month nearly a tour to Asia. And for Europe, we have Odessa just this week. Okay, next week. Starting next week. If you want to go to Odessa and Kiev, it's possible. Guys are going, we're going, and will be going, and have been going. So don't worry, you will be safe. It's a war zone, obviously, but we haven't put any more tours on, because we go and see how the situation still obviously progresses and how everything will be turning out in the next couple of weeks and month. So that's why you don't see a lot of the Eastern European tours right now, but we had one in October and there will be one next week, as I said, and there might be another one this year, maybe even more. We will see. Stay tuned, stay on the website, and then you can get always updates, watch our shows. So yeah, there are discounts and you can always reach out to us. So please, as Breezy, write me an email if you want, as Breezy, and you write an email to info@afacolombia@gmail.com, okay? Or afacolombia7@gmail.com, cualquiera de los dos, any of the two. Bunit, hello, good evening. How was the first group tour? How do you feel this being your career all this time? So, yes. So, Bunit, excited to be here and excited that you are here. And thank you for writing. I hope you're going to come soon. I know you're planning on going to Barranquilla or Medellin soon. So keep me updated how that goes with the planning so that we can take care of you and your dates, obviously. First group tour was amazing. As I said, Carnival and also Shakira and also Valentine's Day. It was really good, I think, for everybody on the Valentine's tour. Because yeah, what better day you can spend like this, you know, how can you spend the day better than this, than meeting new people and new connections and maybe finding the love of your life. So it was really beautiful. I think there was a lot of emotion. We had beautiful guys. We had young guys as well on the tour, which I loved. And yeah, just very excited. It was a little bit problematic with 1 or 2 clients, which is sometimes a pity. So if you guys go on a tour, don't make it miserable for everybody. But that is all, usually we figure that out and usually it's not a problem. But yeah, so sometimes that affects obviously a little bit. I love it, but as I already said a couple of times, I am not planning on doing the tours very much longer. I'm still finding and training people so that everything will be under control and so that I can focus solely on you, on the elite clubs, guys, so that you can get more time from me for that. And but I love it. I mean, it's amazing. It's beautiful because it combines everything from the psychological, emotional part, which is very beautiful if you can help 2 people fall in love and 2 people make that connection and that things turn out and that they have such a beautiful experience in this country and that they come back and back and back and back and back and just love it here. I love that part. I love the travel part, the cultural part, the different cultures, the languages, everything really about it. I mean, there are obviously parts that are not always great, right? We're working with humans and we're working with emotions. As I say, sometimes a lot of problems. If some of you are really frustrated about something, some of you have not been socially very maybe experienced sometimes, maybe you don't know how to deal with a woman, maybe you don't know how to talk to a woman, maybe you don't know how to treat people nicely. Sometimes you come with this arrogant, superior attitude, and that's usually not getting you very far. And so, yeah, for some people it's a challenge, and that part is the challenge, obviously, but most of you are very guidable, want to listen, want to learn, are curious, want to improve, want to be better humans. And when that happens, then everything is really cool. So maybe talking about that a little bit more, guys, what is the woman really looking for in a man and what they appreciate, what appreciate women in a man? Let me pull that up for you in a second. I try to make it short so that we don't go that much overtime tonight. But give me a short overview, because on the tour, on the elite club, and in the individual, whatever service you do, or if you just go to a different country, it always goes very far, you know? So, and generally, women, what they always say when they sign up on the website is like they want respect, a respectful man, and a detail-oriented gentleman. So if you listen to the interviews, often you will hear a respectful man and a detail-oriented gentleman. So that is something very important in Latin America and probably all over the world, but Latin America much more. respectful, because the men here are not that respectful. What is that referring to? Maybe not being loyal, not being faithful, maybe not even being, sometimes even physical aggressive, sometimes, you know, like lying, not respecting that other person really on the other side, and that on the couple, and that is obviously very difficult. And so I think that goes a long way, that they always want to feel very respected and heard and seen and also listened to. And so that macho, strong alpha, I'm not saying that you have a confidence and you have that masculinity, that's amazing, but not being that controlling alpha macho who's just going to repress her and suppress her, and just, you know, like, it's very cultural here and they don't really appreciate that. So if you slow down with that a little bit and be the gentleman, the detail-oriented gentleman, which means details. What are details? Details are little things, right? You know that. I don't have to explain you the language, but little things. So little things can be a small message, some flowers. Did you eat lunch today? Send her a lunch package for lunch, because you know she didn't have one today. You know her child is sick, so you send her some medicaments. You open the door, you take care of a taxi, you take the seat away so that she can sit down. Just like thinking of her. Details like is like that she is the center of the attention, that you think about her and what could make her happy. I know it will always be the other, like, what can she do for me? What is she, la la la. It's about, obviously, about what she can do for you, and she will do a lot of things. But right now, like, you want to be successful in a culture, right? And in this culture, as I said, respect and gentleman. Gentleman, because it's a traditional culture. They were raised like that. Like, the men were raised to be a gentleman, the women were raised to be treated like a princess. That's cultural. And so if you don't do that, like, often I see the guys, for example, go ahead, you know, like in front of the woman and don't even look back, and then they go ahead of the door and then she goes, right? No, the woman won't, like, I mean, the man can go ahead, but that he's aware of her, like maybe going next to her as well, right? Or letting her go on the side where no cars are and just accompany her, maybe taking the back because she has like something heavy to carry, you know? And then open the door, and then she goes in, and then you go in. Like, lots of you guys, I just go boom, and the woman is like, okay, the man is really not looking at me at all. Like, is he caring about me? Does he care about me? So you think, okay, that is like, why is that so intense? But that's traditional, you know, that's how they were raised, that the man takes care of them. So take care of her. So that's a big tip. So chivalry and respectful and details, little details, some chocolates, some I thought about you, or I thought about you and your daughter, and I just saw that, a quick photo. You know, it doesn't have to even cost money. It's just about that you think about her. Because when you think about her, you're not really thinking about somebody else. And that's a big fear of the woman here, that you're not thinking about her, that you're with somebody else, that you're cheating on her, that you're not faithful, that you're the first opportunity you will jump in the bed of somebody else. Why? Because they have sometimes experienced that in the past. So that's why they are so insisting with that. Okay. Other cultures want a gentleman too, but it might not be as strong as it is here. Okay. Confidence and leadership. That's what I was saying. It's not a macho alpha. It's about you're the leader. You have confidence. You are masculine. You know what you want. A man who knows what he wants is not afraid to take the lead. And women are loving that here, that the man takes the lead, that the man says, that the man decides, that the man orders the food, for example, that the man says, oh, I'm planning this date for you. I'm picking you up at 8 o'clock, for example, those things, you know? So no problem. You can definitely be the leader. You can definitely do that and have confidence, but not being like a controlling alpha, pushy, you have to do what I want to do, right? That's not about being a leader. Like, a leader is not forcing anybody. Good sense of humor, always good. I always say that. Good sense of humor, laughter is key in general in all cultures. Colombian culture, very important. And if you make her smile, that is very important. Emotional maturity, no drama, no games. A serious man who commitment is very important, and also what you say is what you do, because often here is like the man says something but do something different. So the same with a woman, so you can watch out for that, right? They might tell you something and then they do different thing. Watch that. But for the woman, it's very important that you're the man of the word. You know, if you tell her something and then it's the truth, you know, you say you do something and then you do it. And I'm sorry, and that will also make her respect you more, okay? And you yourself as well. I think we talked a little bit about all of that. Romantic details, smile surprises, thoughtful messages, affection, genuine affection, passion and energy, and love and work and hobbies. Enthusiasm is always attractive. Yes, a man who knows where he goes is very attractive. Family orientation, family-oriented values. They admired who really respect the families and respect the time with the family and also want to spend time with them. They also respect very much when you treat people nicely, when you are treating the waiter nice. You know, it shows a lot of your character, how you treat other people as well. Protective but not controlling, that you protect her. A woman wants to feel safe. You know, if you can be the one who protects her from all the bad in the world, she will love that. She will feel safe. She will open up to you. But she also will need some of the independence. So as I said, not controlling, protective, but not controlling. A woman will feel the difference and you will feel the difference too. And also show some interest in her culture, the music, the food, the traditions, you know, the family, all of that. Loyalty and commitment, exactly. I think I already said that. And a couple of things they don't really like is what I already said: lack of respect, controlling attitudes, disrespectful behavior, poor hygiene. Like if you smell bad, you don't have good, nice clothing on, and your nails are horrible, like mine today. So I'm not showing you mine better, but like your nails are not done. And like the teeth, the nails, the hair, you know, it's very, very important, especially here in this country. Might not be important in all of the countries. I mean, women do appreciate hygiene in all of the countries, like cologne. Michelle says it like, get yourself a bottle of cologne, it will go a long way. I like that. So yeah, definitely. Clinginess and insecurity, yes. Desperation is not attractive. Lies and infidelity, yes. If the trust is broken, then they will not stay. Lies, lack of ambition. A man who has no goals is not really appealing. Complaint and negativity and superior and arrogance. Like no woman wants to be around someone who always sees the worst in everything. Confidence is good, but being overly egoistical is a red flag. Lack of effort, disregard the family. Family is, we already said, God and the family is very important. So don't disrespect the family or just don't care about the family. That's very important for them. And also disrespecting her time, although she is not very punctual most of the times. Most of the women are not. Some are very punctual. So if you're unreliable and don't respect her time and canceling always last minute and always very late, she can be late, but you cannot be late. I don't know what law is that, but it's a little bit like that. So, but obviously she shouldn't be late either, right? Everybody should respect the other person's time. But yeah, as I said, be a reliable person, and I think a woman will appreciate that very much. Let me see what else you're asking, guys, because you're asking quite a bit of questions here. Relationships is all about making a deal and both parties honoring the deal. Simple love will figure love will figure itself out. Yeah, I do think, Mario, I think there is, I don't know if it's about making a deal, but I think it's about making a compromise often, right? So maybe making a deal is another word for it. But if you say, hey, I want to go tomorrow to the movies and I want to go to the beach, then why let's not go first to the beach and then to the movies, right? So that's the deal, that's the compromise. Or I don't know, I want to see my mom and want to do a vacation with my mom. Yeah, but I want to have a vacation with you. Okay, then I go next month 3 days with my mom and then we have a vacation together. Compromise, because it's not going to go always her way or your way. It's going to be a way in the middle, right? In the end, it's about being two people being happy and two people meeting the needs of the other person. How do you get the socials and not get overwhelmed? Vance is saying. Vance, you do get a little bit overwhelmed, and most guys do get a little bit overwhelmed in the beginning. But also not on every table you will have all of them are matches, right? So for example, you're looking for somebody without children and you have 6 women at the table and 4 already have a child. So only 2 are really the ones you're probably interested in because you look for somebody who doesn't have children. So then you can focus a little bit of those 2, right? And then, for example, you have, I don't know, 12 tables a night and you have 20 matches. From those 20 matches, you might not want to meet everybody. Maybe you have 5 you want to go out first, right? And then you go from there. Like, you don't have to do like 50 different women, right? You can be selective still, and you can see where you put your energy and your focus on and what you want to do. Important is the communication with us as agency, and also the translator who's with you at the night, so that she knows with who she can set up a date, and we can know who you want to set up a date. So having clarity about what you want helps, but also having an open mind, but clarity about what you want, not getting too distracted, helps you a little bit to not get too overwhelmed. And you have stuff, you can listen to us, you can always ask us, and we help you to sort things out. Yeah. Music, I want to go to Medellin, but not on the tour with the events. I want to go my own, that's fine. Do I have to wait until March 19th? I think you don't have solo tours while there's a group tour. Yes, music. We usually don't, if you do it with a couple of weeks or month ahead, we might be able to accommodate you, but usually most of the times we do the individual things after the tour. So the individual introductions and the Latin club, the individual club, we do that usually not in the tour week, because we have so many things going on in the tour week. As I said, if you plan a couple of months with us ahead, and we already can organize your dates with time ahead, we might be able to accommodate you, but most of the time not. So yeah, you're right, music. So you would have to wait until, not maybe March 19th, you could wait until March 12th after the 7-day tour, then things slow down a little bit more. And then we could, after March 12th, accommodate you in Medellin. If you want to go to the other cities, meanwhile, no problem, you can go next week. But you wanted to go to Medellin, so yes, after the 12th. Arif is saying, I feel like I'm very picky with my partner. I don't know if I would find my partner at the mixer. Would a VIP service be a better fit? Yes, definitely. Yes, because as I said, on a mixer, you might meet people you like, but also there might be a lot, and especially if you're picky, that you don't like. So it's not luck, because you can send always a list in, and we invite the woman based on your list, for example, but she might not show up, right? And so yes, I definitely think that would be a better service for you when you say you're picky and you know that already, and especially if you want to know a little bit more. So for example, what we do in the elite club as well is we're going to ask questions prior, because before you even go on a video call with her. So you and me, we sit down before we start with the service. When we start with the service, we sit down for 3 hours in the video call, and I get to know you very well, right? And we're going to define questions. So for example, if you want children and you know that you need somebody who wants children, and you are looking for somebody who speaks some English, and maybe you want to know if she has a visa, and then maybe she wants to know if she has a child, can she move with that child, and if she had any migration problems, or if she's open to move, or if she's willing to learn, or if she does work out, or if she goes to the gym, or if she likes pets, or if she's allergic to cats. So just a couple of examples. So we define like 5 or 6 questions for you that are important to you, because not for everybody saying questions are important, but the ones who are important to you, because it's your service, it's catered to you, not to anybody else. We define that together, and then we ask those questions before, and then she can we get the replies of the woman from the list you sent us, and also the woman we suggest you, and then you review the questions and the replies, and they say, yeah, with this one I want to call, and then with this one, but this one not. So it's much more like you get much more information, much more help. And yes, if you're picky, that's the service for you. Definitely. You can pay it in 2 parts. If you don't want to pay it full in, that's okay. You can split the payment, and then it's basically the price of a tour, like one part and the other part, right? And you can pay one part before you start and the other part before you travel, which is usually 2 months, 3 months later. Yeah. How much time in advance should a client reach out to the service prior to a Medellin trip? I would say it's good if you reach out whenever you know, because the more we know, the better we can organize, the earlier we know. So I would say maybe 3 weeks prior, 1 month prior. Sometimes you have guys who sign up for a couple of months prior. we would need at least, depends on the service, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a week. We can accommodate, depends how many clients we have. So that we are able to accommodate you, I would definitely recommend you reach out 3 weeks prior so that we know that you come, then we can accommodate you already. We know that we have everybody ready. And so, because sometimes last minute we cannot accommodate you because we have right now a lot of inquiries and a lot of clients. So yes, if you can let us know with a couple of weeks prior would be great. Okay. I'm planning to return. I cannot really pronounce your name. Britsettiger. It's a nickname, obviously, but you're planning to return to Medellin this year, but you never tried a service like this. Very interested, as I did like the character of the woman I met there, even though I wasn't there long. Yes, then definitely, yeah, that would be a good option for you. So when you return to Medellin, as I said, reach out. We have our email address and our phone number there, so you can reach out. And you can do or a tour, as I said, in June and in September, or you can also do an individual club, or you can do an elite club. As I said, individual club is like you meet in person, and the elite club is that what I said, the VIP matchmaking, where we do a lot of matchmaking prior, right? So yeah, and the women in Medellin are really nice. Like, people in Medellin are just very nice, very beautiful people, just very warm, very service oriented, just very caring, very soft. I like the people in Medellin very much. So yes, if you like that character, definitely recommend you doing a trip to Medellin. I'm looking to meet a Colombian woman. I'm in New York, Jay. Yes, Jay, of course. We have a lot of guys coming from New York. We have one right now who just came from New York yesterday, elite club client, actually the elite club client I was talking about, and he flew direct New York Medellin. So there are direct flights, if I'm not wrong. So you can come, and I think 6, 7, 8 hours, 7 hours flight maybe, and then you're there. And yeah, let us help you to set something up and to meet women. And we want to sign up still for the tour guys. We have places available. So if you say I cannot go tomorrow, but I arrive on Friday, the social is Friday evening. So if you don't make it tomorrow, but you arrive Friday by 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., no worries. You go Friday on the social, Saturday on the social, we set up all the dates. So you can still do it. Like, if you want to go, Jane, and you can definitely meet Colombian women here. Let me see if you have any other questions. I definitely agree on that. It's too fast for people to get married with a woman if you met them just recently, just in 1 year. Yes, you have to get to know the woman you're dating, obviously. That's important. Like with everybody, even if we present you her, you have to get to know her. That's important. I want to make sure it's not fake because the FA site has legit site. And then I don't know which one. I can't believe Isabella hasn't gotten married yet. So, yeah, she didn't get married yet, but she is engaged. So yes, but I think it's just a matter of time, right? It takes usually a year after you get engaged. So yeah. Ideally, to meet women in their late 20s, mid-30s, I'm meeting a potential wife who also wants to start a family, who are hopefully they have no issues with dating a childless man in his 50s. No, I think the women are usually pretty open to do exactly that. They love it when they can marry and have a family, and they have a man who also wants the same. And sometimes not having no children is an advantage yet. And so, yes, we can definitely help you there. I just updated. It just updated. Let me see. Where is it gone? It's gone. There you are. Britsettiger. Yes, you can definitely, with your 50s, you can marry somebody. You can have a child with her. And the women who are in, as I said, you said mid-30s, beginning of 30s, are very serious about that. They want that. They want a family. They want children. They don't going to lose a lot of time either. If you date very much in the 20s, they might still want to, travel and have a good time and study, but the ones in the beginning of 30s, you will definitely have very serious women who are going to want to get married and have a family. Bunit, you wanted to go to the Barranquilla tour. Yes, I know, but it didn't work with the schedule. Yes, I know. But you do the Latin club, you said, so excited for that. Let's see the other questions. Some girls, Arif is saying, Arif, the picky one. Good. Arif, some girls on the site have been on there for years and they are beautiful. Makes me feel just like they are just a bait to get me to reach out. Arif, obviously you have to see there are different women with different intentions, right? So not every woman on the website and not every man who joins the service is going to get married or wants to get married. So that's why I was saying, like, see what they say and then how they act. That's why I'm saying you have to meet the women, you have to talk to them, you have to make that trip happen and see what is the real intention. That's why I love the Elite Club. So if you are about the fans about that, I love the Elite Club because the women sometimes they don't want to stick in the video calls and they want to do other things, and then we can see it, and it's usually not a good sign. And so we see what they do, we see what they say, we watch them for 2 or 3 months. And as I said, you don't watch them alone, because some of you guys, you do the same, but you watch them alone and then you don't understand and you don't see their behavior. So definitely find out the intention of the woman, right? But there are also very beautiful women that have been lucky. There are also beautiful women that are in a relationship, for example. So for example, she meets today somebody, start the relationship, we remove her because she asked us to remove from the website. And then I don't know, 6 months later, a year later, it didn't work out. She asked us to put her back on the website. So we put her back on the website, but she doesn't get a new ID. She gets the old ID number. So sometimes you have profiles with 14, 15, 16, 17, like really old IDs. The newest ones are with 22 and starting with the number 22 and 21. That are the newest profiles. And but we sometimes have women that have been, as I said, in a relationship, got removed, and then they're back on the website. So it's not the same for everybody. And there are beautiful women who have not been lucky. And sometimes the photos, like we change the photos and then it makes it a whole difference, but it's still the same woman. So it's just a little bit of like really finding out what is the intention. And like you can find that out when you meet in person and you spend more time with her. You can see where she lives, you can see her family, you can see her friends, you can see how she behaves. Does she drag you in the mall? Does she drag you to the most expensive restaurants? Does she ask you for money on the first date? So all those things you're going to see, and then you can really say what the intention is. So, and that's like some of the girls are really spoiled as well because they are so beautiful, you know, and then they're not that serious because there's always somebody there. So you have to really, I mean, that's why we come into the thing here, right? To help you in that dating jungle a little bit and to help you to find out, because obviously she can tell me, oh, I'm super serious and I want to get married. And obviously I will believe her the same like I believe you guys. And believe me, some of you guys tell me I'm serious and I want to get married and you don't. So obviously I believe her, but then I see her doing different things and I see him doing different things and different behavior. And then I know that's not the truth. It was a lie. People do lie. So please have that in mind when you do this here, that you don't believe everything everybody tells you right away, right? It's not the same culture as yours. So just not be blind to everything. Watch, listen, and that's why I'm saying use us so that you shorten your time and you save yourself money. You know, save time, save money, 2 important things. Money you can get back, time not. But still money, why you don't want to lose it on the wrong people, yeah? So that said, reach out into the Elite Club, Arif. I would recommend you that, yeah? What else? Maria, thanks for hosting tonight. You are very welcome, Daniel. Hey, how are you doing, Daniel? You're watching. You are very welcome. How much will you have to pay her food? How much will you have to pay her food? So Rodolfo, I was referring to pay her food is when you go on a date. So if you invite her to a restaurant, you want to invite her for dinner. And the woman will not pay the bill and she will not split the bill. There is nothing like splitting the bill. It will not be an issue for you. You don't have to question who's going to pay the bill. And if you go out with the whole family, you don't have to question you're going to pay the bill because you're the man, you're the family member, and you're the head of the family, and you are American or foreigner or whatever, so you have money. So that's the perception, right? So never worry who's going to pay the bill because it's going to be you, okay? But you pay not for her food in her life. Like, I mean, you can obviously at some point make a supermarket grocery shopping and buy her some groceries, but she will not expect that you pay for her groceries. She might expect at some point after a couple of months or 6 months or 8 months or whatever, 5 months, 3 months, depends of dating, like maybe you can help with the electricity bill just to help. Might be $100 a month or something like that, you know, maybe 200, but that is up to you and you don't have to do that. But you don't have to purchase her food in general. It was just, I was referring more to like when you go on a date, you invite her and for that dinner. And if you have 20 dates, you're going to pay 20 times the bill and she's not going to split it. And usually you're going to take care of her transportation as well. So you pay usually the Uber, which is not a lot here, but it's like you make sure she comes home safe and she gets to this date safe. And she cannot take a bus and walk if she has high heels like that. And men, like, you know, it draws a lot of attention. So for the woman to be safe is like going in a taxi to the date. So keep that in mind, but it's just a normal gentleman thing. And if you don't want to go on 20 dates and just on 3, then you just spend that, you know. And if you have a translator with you on the date, most of the men do invite the translator to drink something or to eat something with them when they have lunch. You don't have to, but it's just like a courtesy when you go on the date with somebody. Like most men do that, but you don't have to. Okay, guys, I think I've answered most of your questions. I will look one more time. We have one more interview for you guys prepared. I'm always going over time. I wanted to do it shorter tonight. never happened that really. So yeah, let's finish. Maybe even we could even finish and end with the interview so that you don't have to see me again. And I get ready for tomorrow Medellin because I have to pack my bag still. My flight leaves tomorrow, so I have to get ready, guys. So let's just end for today. I think I answered all of your questions, and we're going to show you the last interview, which is Maria. I recommend you, Maria. She is you would say she's like maybe 2 or 3 years with us, and she speaks good English. She works in a stem cell company. So if you guys know about stem cells and the treatments, and Medellin is a very medical tourism. There's a lot of treatments you can do in Medellin, be it the dentist or the hair, like if you want to know more hair, the hair transplants or eye surgery. There's a lot of good eye clinics in Medellin. Whatever Botox, whatever plastic and beauty enhancement you want to do, Medellin is a city, but also a lot of medical treatments, as I said, and stem cells and stem cell treatments are very common. Not very common, but there's some of the clinics, and she actually works with a clinic we're making a partnership with. And so Maria is a professional, well-educated woman who has contact with quite a few foreigners. She has been on socials with us as well. She's seriously looking for somebody. And yeah, so get to know her. I'm going to show you the interview. I thank you so much, guys, for tuning in tonight and being part of the show tonight. Thank you for the questions, for La Buena Onda, the good vibes. Looking forward to see you. Sign up for the Elite Club, guys. VIP service, help with me, help from me. And you're going to find your beautiful, beautiful spouse, hopefully in the future. And if you want to sign up for a tour, that's a good idea tour, Cartagena tour at the end of April. I'll be back with you after the Medellin tour on the 19th of March and going to show you the newest things from Medellin. Excited to meet you all, guys, there who are tuning in tonight and who are on the tour. And thank you so much for watching and for asking the questions. Always a pleasure to be here. We end the interview with Maria from Medellin. Her ID, let me say it one more time, 20, I'm so sorry, I closed it already, 209320. So guys, have a great evening. See you soon. Bye-bye. And have a beautiful, beautiful week. Bye.
Hey, my name is Maria. I am from Medellin, Colombia. I own a dance studio here in the city. I am 40 years old and I love traveling. I love dogs also, and I love having a good and a healthy lifestyle. I don't have kids and I don't want to have kids. I love cooking and I love staying at home and cooking with my partner, but I love also exploring new restaurants, and I just love all kind of vegetables. I am vegetarian and I have been vegetarian for like almost 20 years, but I eat fish now and then. I am a woman that is super independent, confident, smart, kind, loving, passionate. I love life. I love learning. I have to be challenged mentally. I love keeping a healthy lifestyle. I love arts. I love being amazed by everything that the world has to offer. In the agency, I'm looking to find the love of my life. I have been married before, I'm separated right now, and I'm looking for the love of my life. So my dream guy is a guy that is independent, that is smart, successful, drama-free because I hate drama. I am super stable. I'm looking for something stable also. A guy that can makes me laugh and that loves traveling because I love traveling also, and that loves dogs also. So I can make our couple a very strong and powerful couple. I mean, I love to support my guy, and I love also feeling the support of my guy. I think that work is not everything in life. It has to be balanced, okay? So we play, but we work also. So I'm ready to bring love, honesty, what else? Just dream and plan the future together and enjoy the rest of our lives together. I show love by touch because I work with my body because I am a dancer. I own a dance studio, so I have to hug, I have to kiss, and I have to just prove and show my love through my body, but also by actions. I mean, communication for me is key. So part of loving is just being able to communicate with your partner, and also just support and listening. This is how I show love. So if you are there and if you see that you can match with me, I mean, if we have enough stuff in common, I would love to meet you, and I would love to get a coffee and have a coffee with you so we can talk and have our first date. So I am pretty independent at work, but at home, I love that my guy is the leader that can give me advices or tips. So it's like 50-50. I'm super independent in my work, but also I need a very strong and powerful guy besides me. So